for the clues. These come in useful keeping track of all the clues, because you get 10 clues. Obviously this is the start. This is the large Wild West Mystery Quilt in colourway Rex. So you get a colour card depending on what fabric you've chosen. It's your key basically. So you've got that. Got a little explanation of the mystery quilt, the sizes of strips, the sizes of squares, sizes of triangles, tips, clues, groups, Facebook groups, things like that. Then you get your clue, 1A, 1A, 1B, 1B. Those are to attach to these, so right at the end you know which pieces are which, and then you'll get like a map of where all your clues go. So these help you keep track of those, because obviously you'll have a pile over 9 months, 9 clues, and then number 10 will be your borders and your joining it together clues. So in the pack it shows you the pieces that come in this month's clue, in this clue 1. Using your key, this will help you see that A is this fabric, these are the small triangles, because small, medium, large, like I said again, it's explained in here, so you know by looking at them which triangles are supposed to be. So there's those triangles, 4 in the small in fabric A. So now we will work through the clues.
We're starting off sewing a small A triangle to a small D triangle. We'll make 4 of those, and as the instructions show, we will press towards D. We're going to then add a small D square to the right of 2 of those first 2 blocks. We're going to press those towards the D square. You're now going to take those 2 blocks and join a large D rectangle to the top, and then press towards that rectangle. Again, taking the same 2 blocks and joining a large D square to the top of those, again pressing towards the large D square. Now you'll take the remaining 2 blocks from the first step and sew a small D square to the top of those units, pressing towards that D square. You'll then take those 2 blocks and add a D rectangle to the right of those, joining that and pressing towards the D rectangle. Now take a small A square and attach a small D triangle to the right side of that A square. You're going to press that towards the A square. Press it first, it will make joining the next step easier. Then you're going to join the F triangle to the bottom of the A square, pressing towards the F, creating a large triangle, and do that twice. That will then be joined to the large C triangle, and that will be pressed towards the large C triangle. If you sew it from the top, you'll be able to sew through your seams neater, creating a sharper point. take that triangle block and join step 2.2 to the top of that block. If you have followed the pressing instructions, when you put the blocks together, the seams between the two blocks will nest together, helping you to create a really neat seam between the blocks. So try and pinch that between your fingers before you start sewing and it'll be perfect. Pin it if you need to, don't pin it if you don't. Either way, nest the seams, press towards the triangle, the large triangle block, perfect. Now you're going to take the very first strip blocks that you made and join those to the right of that strip block that you've just created. Again, nesting the seams, it will join the blocks perfectly and neatly, and then press towards the block side with the large triangles. We're now starting section B. So we're going to take a small B triangle and a small E triangle, making 2 lots of those, pressing towards B. Now we're taking a small F triangle and joining it to a small B triangle 2 times, pressing towards B. Those 2 blocks will now be joined together at the E and F edges of the triangle. That will be pressed upwards towards the E triangle block. Now we're taking a medium-sized B triangle and joining small E triangles to either side to create what looks like a flying geese type block. Press these out towards E. Those 2 blocks are now going to be joined together, the first to the right of the second, pressing towards the second, pressing towards the large triangle block. You're now going to create some more flying geese looking blocks, but with different fabrics, one with a medium B in the centre, a small F to the right and a small D to the left, and a second with a medium E in the centre and small B triangles to the right and the left. You can do these chain pieced, remembering to press outwards to the smaller triangles, putting one on first, pressing outwards, and then joining the 2 together. You're now going to join a small D square to the top of a small F square and press towards F. You're then going to join that to the side of a D rectangle and press towards the D rectangle. These 3 blocks are now to be turned in the direction shown on your instructions and joined together, all pressing to the left to create 2 fully finished 1B blocks.
That's clue 1 completed of the Wild West Mystery Quilt in Rex colourway, 1A and 1B, 2 of each.